John Churchill, and I'm a freshman midi from Pound Ridge, New York.
Andreas Tempera, I'm face-off. I'm a freshman. I'm from Los Angeles, California.
Bobby DeLuna, midfield, Dallas, Pennsylvania.
Dash Ty, attack, junior, San Diego.
Caden Green, defense, junior, Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
Ryan McJanet, junior, defense, Menlo Park, California.
Finley Desai, I'm a freshman midfielder from St. Louis, Missouri.
Steele Billings, I'm a sophomore. I play attack, and I'm from Denver, Colorado.
Maladors, midi. I'm a sophomore from Bainbridge Islands.
Tossie Long, D midi, junior, Tinian, Northern Mariana Islands.
Cannon Kassane, sophomore midfielder from Palo Alto, California.
Mikey Osborne, I play attack. I'm a freshman, and I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah.
William Stockwell, I am a midfielder. I'm a junior here at Stanford, and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
Kyle Park, goalie, freshman from Princeton, New Jersey.
Tayden Horace, attackman, freshman from Onion Lake, Saskatchewan.
Zach Hoffman, LSM, senior, Palo Alto, California.
Sutton Yazlino, I'm from North Plains, Oregon. I'm a junior here at Stanford, and I play goalie.
Aaron Tiao, midfield and attack, freshman, Kensington, Maryland.
Weston Hicks, I'm a sophomore. I'm a defenseman from McLean, Virginia.
Carter Kling, I'm a freshman playing defense in LSM, and I'm from San Mateo, California.
Bears blood.
All right.
McAvoy! Ryan! Oh! McAvoy! Let's go! Where's he?
I'm helping push buttons.
Good afternoon, fans of the West Coast Lacrosse League. My name is Anthony Scott Knox, and I'm so glad to have you joining us on the live stream this afternoon as we get ready for Stanford versus California. Getting ready to take these guys on this afternoon as they are competing for the Sadler-Miller Trophy. Cal coming in with a record of 7-4, Stanford 6-6. Both teams having a up and down kind of a season as far as wins and losses are concerned, but everything comes down to the day as these bitter rivals take the field here at Johnson Field on the campus of Stanford. I hope you guys are doing great this Saturday afternoon. It's been kind of rainy over the last 12 hours or so in this South Bay area, but right now the rain has broken. While it is still pretty overcast, looks like more rain is coming in the afternoon. We should be able to get this game done in dry conditions. There's no wood too close for me to knock on, but hopefully that will remain true. Myself, I'm from North Carolina. I would call it today a California cold day. It's not too cold, but it's certainly not warm. You see a lot of fans on the sideline for both teams, all with jackets, hands in pockets, hats on head, trying to stay warm. But we're going to get ready to face it off here on field. Cal's Hale Brown, Stanford's Cannon Kassane, facing off for the first time this afternoon. The referee's got him set and they're off. Face-off's going to go to Cal. Cal brings it across. Jack Curran with it on the right side, swings it down into the corner. Cal getting their subs in. Isaac Gerald sends it up top. to Cole Sutton. Cole looking down left side. I talked with the Cal head coach, Ned Webster, before the game started, and he said that he wasn't really looking for any one player to have a major impact on the game, but more taking what Stanford was going to give them today, as they have a very, very well-balanced scoring attack. And right on cue, Lucas Bear scores it for the Cal Bears to break the no-score contest so far. It's 1-0 Cal. Again, that was number 7. Lucas Bear with the goal. From right up top, gets a right pass, number 14, Ryan McJanet for Stanford. They'll face it off again up top. Kassane and Brown face it off again. Similar results. Cal has it up top on their side of the field. Cal gets their subs back in. After scoring last time, Lucas brings it up the left side, swings it back up top for Cal. Again, Coach Webster said they would take what Stanford were given. Right now, Stanford pushed them back behind the goal. Tight defense from Stanford. Cal still probing. Plenty of time on the shot clock, 35 seconds right here. Cal gets a shot off. The closest on the end line, they'll keep it. Cal again with plenty of time. Still 15 seconds left on the shot clock here. Oh! Lucas Bear again from the right side gets it off the left post and in. Little solo attack right there. That's his second, bringing Cal up to 2-0 now. Takes it on his own, moves left, goes right. Again, gets right off the post and in. Past Stanford's goalie, Sutton Yazzolino. Scores 2-0 now, Cal. They'll face it off again. Another win at the top for Hale. Cal's got it again. 2-0 right now, again with Bear with both goals for Cal. Cal getting their offensive attackman in. Joe Sinissel on the right side with the ball. Bring it back by the X. Stanford still keeps it tight in the middle for now. Oh, another huge shot. Goes 40 feet up in the air before number 6 gets it for Cal, Nate Fredericks. Off the rebound. Off that shot, the shot clock will reset. They got 70 seconds now on the shot clock. It's a turnover for Cal. All right, Stanford now with the ball for the first time in this game. About 11:45 left in the first now. Stanford just trying to get it out of their defensive part of the field and into the attack, and they turn it over. RJ Southard tosses it back to Cal. Cal's now running it down. He gets another one in. This time, number 32, Chris Burke. Off the Stanford turnover. Cal runs it up the left side of the field. Luke Dumont with the assist. Coach Webster said he was one of the assist leaders on the team. Stanford now down 3-0. Excuse me, 4-0, 3-0. Cal late run on. Tyler Chrisman takes this out of the field. Face-off number 4 today. And that's 4-0 on the face-off for Cal. Quick attack. And it's going to go Stanford's way off the end line. Stanford gets it into their side of the attack field for the first time today. They try to pass it over the midfield last possession. They weren't able to get it without the turnover. Now they've got it for the first time on the attack. Mike Osborne sends it right. That's still Billings with the ball. Sends it back up to Osborne. Jack Curran with the pressure from Cal. Osborne takes a shot off the Cal goalie. Stanford still got it. Stanford looking. Here's an angle. And a shot and a score. Number 16, Finley Desai. Nice movement from Stanford right now. Great ball moving up top. Little give and go once the double team went. It was easy pickings for Finley to decide. Stanford now gets 1 goal back. Down now 3-1. Another face up off top between Brown and Kassane. And Cal with another win off the face off. Again, more and more fans still piling in over here on the spectator side of the field. It's nice to see so many people outside today, even on this California cold day. And another shot and score, this time from Isaac Jarrow from Cal. Isaac Jarrow with the goal from the right side of Cal. Stanford's going to call a timeout after this goal. Nice pass from back behind the goal up to Jarrow, and he throws it in for Cal, taking now a 4-1 lead. As Coach Jespen for Stanford takes a timeout, a moment right now to try to figure out a couple of things of what's going on as Stanford looks to possibly get some fingerprints on that Sadler-Miller trophy that Cal has now possessed 6 straight times. That's that big game rivalry trophy that they have here with men's lacrosse in the WCLL League. And Cal has had that trophy since 2015. That was the last time that Stanford was able to win this big game rivalry. So right now, Coach Jespen is going to get in there and try to talk to his guys about what needs to change. We would say that some aggression is going to be needed for them to make a really big difference right now. Cal's really had their way right off the face-off. They've gotten every single face-off that we've had so far today. And the one time that Stanford had an opportunity to score, they got it. But they've only really had the ball in their attack at the side of the field, but for about 1 possession, where Cal has had at least 5 possessions where they've gotten about 4 out of 5 of those possessions to end with a Cal goal. So we'll take a few more seconds right now to see what Coach Jespen gets going on his side, as Coach Webster is also bringing his guys together and talking about what he thinks is going to keep working for them. Webster looks like he's with the attack side of the field, whereas Jack Pruitt is leading the defensive huddle. And both teams break. It'll be Stanford ball. No, not Stanford ball. We have another face-off coming up after that last goal from Isaac Jarrow. So far, we've had Hale Brown and Cannon Kassane and all the face-offs so far, but we're going to switch it up this time for Stanford. They'll bring in Carter Kling, number 32, a freshman from San Mateo, right up the street, 101. He was in there fighting for it, but once again, Hale Brown gets another face-off victory for Cal. And Cal will reset as they get their attackmen onto the field. Hale running off the field after securing another face-off for Cal. And Cal will take their time with exactly 1 minute left on their shot clock. Cal shoots from the left side. It's scooped up by the Stanford goalie, Sutton Yazzolino. And now Stanford will try to make their way across midfield and get into the attack side of the field. But not able to do it without another turnover. This time, Nate Fredericks picks it off for Cal, and he takes it all the way and is denied this time by Sutton Yazzolino. Off the goalie deflection, ball to Cal on the end line. They've got it back up top. Lucas Bear sends it left back over to Jaro. Jaro takes a big shot. Cal's closest, it'll stay with them. Cal bringing it up out of the corner of the field. Jaro almost loses his balance before then losing his stick. And then Stanford picks it up. Stanford still struggling to get it into the attacking side of the field. Jespen arguing that there was a kickball in that last play. The referee says that there was no advantage gained by that kickball, so he kept it going. And now Cal's got it again on their attack side of the field. Seems like we've been on this side of the field a lot, but Stanford still trying to come up with a little bit of a defensive effort right here. Nice defense. And Stanford again is struggling to get it from their defensive side of the field over to attack. Cal again takes it back before Stanford's able to get on the attack side of the field. Wow, big save by Sutton Yazzolino off the Stanford turnover. Now again, they'll try to get in the attack side. Physical play on the right side, but they've run in the cross. Stanford still unable to get any good passes going after they get into from the defense to the attack side. Cal's got it on the left side of their attack. We'll get their attackers back in. As Cal just simply rolls it across to Luke Dumont. He tosses it over to Andrew Bagwell, and they'll get it set for Cal. Cal again taking their time today. 4-1 goal lead. Cal drops a stick. Procedure violation on Cal. Ref says that he was playing without his stick. That'll be a stop and go for Stanford. They've got on the left side of the field. That's Dash Sai on the left side. Number 2 passes it up to Will Stockwell. Cal playing for a little one defender up top. Stockwell takes a shot, goes over the end line. It'll stay with Stanford. They're closest still. 58 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Stanford calling out their set from their sideline to the field. Dash side takes a shot. And it's scooped up by Cody Weeb. Cody Weeb. One of the first times Weeb has had much of anything to do. He has scored on once earlier today, but that was probably only the second or third shot that Stanford's gotten on goal since this game has begun. Cal with it on the attack side. They'll roll it around. Behind goal. Back up to the left side wing. Carter Kling on defense on the left side. Now Cal takes a shot on the right side. Again, they will retain possession with 33 seconds left on the shot clock. Lucas Bear walks it up for Cal. Trots it up now. Kling on defense for Stanford. And Stanford's got it. Will Stockwell with a run. Full steam down the middle for Stanford. Sends it left to the side. And he gets it in. Dash Sai with the goal for Stanford makes it 4-2. With just under 5 minutes to go in the first. That was awesome from Stanford. Great defensive possession. Pick it up and run with it. Stockwell runs it hard down the middle of the Cal defensive transition, which wasn't quite there, and then kicks it over to the left side, and dash side gets his first goal of the game. A 3-year starter. And Stanford gets a face-off. Maybe their second of the day. Jessman screaming for illegal contact as Cal is able to get the ball back and is able to get possession in the attack side of the field. 32-12 and a goal. Chris Burke runs it up the left side for Cal. He tossed it in. I think that was 13. 18 for Cal. That was Otis Thor with his first goal of the game. And again, Carter Kling in the face-off position for Stanford, going up against Hale Brown once again. Hale Brown with another victory off the face-off for Cal. He'll toss it back, and then he'll run back onto the sideline. It's big to have a guy like Brown to be able to run in and get you the start of the possession after every goal or half. Oh, my goodness. Stanford unable to get the ball as Cal jumps over the Stanford defender and gets possession on the sideline. Cal taking their time to get it set up again with 3:45 to go and about 45 seconds left on the shot clock. Cal with it behind the Stanford goal. Big shot from Bear right there. It goes over the end line and stays with Cal. Jarl has it up in the wing, sends it back down in the corner. Makes an attack on Stanford's goal from right behind. He's pushed out. Oh, nice defense from Stanford's number 34, Wes Hicks. And it'll stay with Cal after that. Nice defensive stop seemingly, but it'll stay with Cal. No reset of the shot clock. It'll get reset at 16 seconds. And Cal will resume play on the left side of the field right here. Cole Salton will throw it in with 16 seconds on the shot clock for Cal. Salton throws it up to Bear. Bear back to Salton. Salton moves left, takes a shot and runs right by him and throws it in. With no time on the shot clock as they were getting ready to throw it in right there. Bear and Salton throw catch for a few seconds before then running back. So it's another goal for Cal. They're up 6-2 now on Stanford. And Kassane back at the face-off for Stanford. Stanford had a chance. They kind of had two guys run into each other right there. It'll stay with Cal. Cal, another face-off victory. Stanford not able to get possession. They had two guys running at it, and then they ran into each other. Cal with it on the right side. And a shot and score, this time from Andrew Bagwell, senior midi from Dublin. Dublin, California, that is, if anybody wasn't sure. Yeah, Stanford unable to really keep them from doing what they want to do. Cal's running around. They're a little bit more physical. Stanford just hasn't been able to put the brakes on their attack so far this game. Kassane back up to the face-off against Brown. All right, another face-off victory off of the procedure violation against Stanford. It'll stay with Cal off the face-off. 6-2 with just over 3 minutes in the first. Bears saved. Bears shot is saved by Sutton Yazzolino. And Stanford again is trying to get it into their attack side of the field from the defense. They've struggled to do this. Cal is applying pressure right at the attack line. Stanford gets it across. Dash side with it on the left side. He'll run it all the way up to center before heading back to his corner. He'll stay center, flag on the play. Advantage Stanford, it's on Cal. As long as Stanford keeps the ball, they'll play with the advantage right here. Stanford with the ball behind the Cal goal. Again, as long as they keep the ball, the flag will hold. Cal's got it. We'll get the procedure violation. You got an offside violation on Cal's number 14, Tyler Chrisman. 30-second penalty on Cal. Stanford having man-up advantage now. Down 5 with just over 2 minutes to go. 30 seconds. They've got 80 on the shot clock. 30 seconds to get something going. They're going to try to create a disadvantage for Cal as they move the ball and probe the man-down defense of Cal. Cal's got 15 on the penalty. Stanford's got it behind the goal. Size got it. Off the end line, 3 seconds left on the violation, 3 seconds left on the penalty. Stanford's got one more chance to try to get an advantage goal. Might not be enough time to get anything special out of it. Cal's even. But Stanford still able to take advantage of the advantage created by Cal's disadvantage. Number 9 still billing this time at the goal. Stanford with the man up just as the Cal's last defender was coming into play. Stanford still billing, able to get his first goal of the game, and Stanford gets a little bit closer now. 7-3. Kassane and Brown again at the face-off. Brown's had the advantage all day on the face-off. This time Kassane gets it for himself. Stanford's running with it. Stanford cheers their guy Kassane running off. His first legit face-off win of the day against Brown from Cal. Stanford tossed it out of bounds. It'll be Cal ball. Coach Webster's got it, but he's looking for his guy to run it up. Referee signals play to begin. Cal gets it into the attack side of the field. Cal runs it up the right side. Cole Salton sends it back up to Jaro. Jaro waits for instruction, and an extra Cal player, number 7, Lucas Bear, running on. He'll take control at the center before sending it back to Jaro. Jaro's got it up top. 40 seconds on the shot clock. Jaro unable to keep his footing, but he gets back up, takes a shot. Sutton saves it, but after the save, the shot clock will reset. There's 7 seconds left in the first. Bears got it on the right side. He's got no angle, but sends it back in. And that'll be the end of the first. So the final score, or excuse me, with a first period score of 7-3. Stanford was able to get a little bit back there towards the end as they were able to get a late goal and finally a little bit more possession on their attack side of the field. They struggled in the first half of that period, just being able to get across the midfield line. But once they were able to get there, they were able to make some advantages happen, especially after Cal found themselves a man down for 30 seconds with about 2 minutes to go in the first. But again, we'll take a quick break right here as Cal takes a 7-3 lead coming into the second after a brief break on the field. All right, we're back on Johnson Field. After the first quarter, 7-3 now for Cal. We'll switch sides of the field, and again we'll have Cannon Kassane and Hale Brown. Kassane for Stanford and Brown for Cal on another face-off. Kassane got the last one. Let's see if he can get another one for Stanford. This time Brown again with the advantage. Runs right down the middle for Cal. Takes a great shot on goal, but it goes wide. And both Brown and Kassane will run off, and the attackman will run on field for Cal and the defenseman for Stanford. And Cal will get it going from the left side. There's Salton with it on the left wing. Running left and throws it back behind the goal. Salton will receive it back. Stanford presses out. And number 6, Nate Fredericks, is able to get one in for Cal. Salton again running with it behind the goal. Gets the pass from Chris Burke. And Fredericks throws it in for Cal. 8-3 lead now. Kassane for Stanford and Brown for Cal. Back in the middle of the Stanford tree. And Brown gets another one for Cal. Brown trying to figure out if he's going to stay in the game or come out after winning that face-off. And then Jaro again. This time Kling getting the face-off for Stanford. And Brown sends it back for another Cal face-off victory. I don't have the official stat on me, but I would say it's probably about 8-2 or so at this point on the face-off victories for Cal against Stanford. Cal's got on the left side, number 50, Joseph Sonsini. Sonsini's got it behind the goal. Yazzolino stares at him through the net and then posts up on the post, looking to protect that near side of the goal. Cal swings it to the right. Luke Dumont with it. Luke Dumont takes a shot. And it'll stay with Cal. Cal with it in their corner. Tossing it back up to center. Andrew Bagwell has it. Makes a move on John Churchill. Stanford keeps the pressure on, but it is not enough. Joe Sonsini gets it after Bagwell throws them the assist. Bagwell losing his feet, throws a desperation pass that Stanford is unable to get any deflections on, and Sonsini sends it past Yazzolino for another Cal goal. And this time Kassane back for face-off for Stanford. Procedure violation again, and it'll be another face-off victory for Cal. Cal taking their time up 10-3 with 12:40 to go in the first half. A lot of action going on right here around this big game between Cal and Stanford. You've got rugby behind us, little Aussie rules football, some ultimate frisbee. A lot of activity on Stanford's campus this afternoon, as Cal remains in possession of the ball on the attack side. Running up the right side, Jaro takes a shot and sends it over the end line, and it'll stay with Cal. Cal taking a shot against Yazzolino, and it's saved just outside of the crease. Stanford's able to get it as the ball was rolling towards the end line. Stanford's got it, and they'll run it up the right side of their field. Wes Hicks with the ball, sends it over the midline. Stanford unable to hold it cleanly. And now Dash Sai has it in midfield. The 3-year starter settles things down for the Card. Stanford with the ball on their left side. Finley Desai sends it up top to Stockwell. Nope, Desai still has it. Stockwell just bringing his defender in. Shot from Aaron Chiao, leading Stanford in scores and assists this season. Billings with the ball, sends it up top to Stockwell. Stockwell over to Chiao. Chiao runs it back behind the Cal goal. Looking for an angle. Cal Pesters, that's Joel Yamada. There was a shot. And a late shot clock violation called by the referee. And then they come to talk about it. There's a lot of time between the actual shot clock going off then and the call being made. So now the referees are coming together to see if it was a shot clock violation or if there's a reset. Looks like it might be a reset coming. As you saw the finger twirl coming from the far judge, indicating a potential reset of the shot clock. We'll see what they say. So the shot clock violation whistle is now called inadvertent because there was a shot taken before the shot clock was expired. So Stanford will have a fresh clock to deal with now with 80 seconds. Stanford with it behind the Cal goal. Desai sends it over to Stockwell. Stockwell with the whirly. He takes the shot, but it's saved by Cody Weeb. Bears unable to get it across the midline, and without Stanford getting their sticks on it. Side with it up top now for Stanford. Chiao with it on the left side. Fakes left, goes right, spins back left. Cal stays in front for now. And Cody Weeb with another save. And Yamada secures it and throws it up the right side to Cal. Cal with it across the midline now. They're in attack. Jack Curran with it on the left side for Cal. He'll run it back up to the center and send it to Jaro. Jaro with it up in the middle. And Bear now takes over the center position for Cal. Jaro runs left. Sends it back behind the goal to Chris Burke. And now Salton with it on the ground, but now back in possession. And Jaro drops on the ground, but back in possession. Cal keeps it going. Salton sends it back over to Jaro. Reset of the shot clock again. Fresh 80 for Cal. Will they need it? They take a shot early, but they get the back off the deflection in front of the goal. Stanford put a lot of pressure on the ball now. Looking for some physicality here against the Bears. It'll stay with the Bears off of a timeout call by Cal. They've got a 10-3 lead right now with 8:05 left in the first half. Both teams with one timeout remaining right here. Here in the second quarter so far, although Cal has officially retained control, it's been a little bit more back and forth so far. Cal not putting as much pressure on Stanford on the attack side of the field as they had been in the first end, and Stanford was getting some more face-off victories and then some more possession with the ball, a lot more than what they had in the first quarter. In the first quarter, Cal won maybe all except for one or two of those face-offs and possessed the ball almost the entirety of that first quarter as they ran up a 7-3 lead. So far in this second, Stanford unable to get on the goal on the scoring side so far, but they have kept that Cal attacking a little bit more of control. Jessman right now talking to his guys about what he'll be able to do and what they'll be able to do to figure out how they can get a little bit more, I think, aggression. Cals came in here this afternoon. They were warming up. They were hooting. They were hollering. Stanford had on a nice classic mix of Van Halen and some other classic rock bands, but Cals has brought their pre-game aggression into this game, and it looks like Stanford has been missing that just a little bit so far. So hopefully coming into this last half of the second quarter, we'll see if Stanford is able to get a little bit more attack and aggression going, as Cal's going to have the ball coming out of their timeout. Bears got it up top for Cal. Jaro again, another bobble on the left side. John Churchill in defense against Jaro. Churchill pushes them left. And Jaro takes a shot and scores. Bottom left on the bounce shot against Yazzolino. Goal, Cal. Jaro takes it all by himself. Runs at least 15 yards from the attack point up top. And then he has his own little air guitar strummed as he celebrates his goal. We got another Cassane versus Brown face-off. And Hale Brown gets another one for Cal. Cal with the control. Joe Sensini has it on the left side for Cal, facing up against Kling. Kling pushes him out. Cal has it on the X. Looking for attack in the midfield, in the middle of the attack. And it's another goal for Cal, this time number 32, Chris Burke. Now a little bit more of the early ease of attack for Cal is starting to show its head right here. Stanford is looking leaky, to say the best, right now on defense. Another face-off up top between Hale Brown from Cal and Cannon Cassane from Stanford. Brown makes it interesting. But Cassane is able to poke it out there enough just for Stanford to be able to get it back. Billings has it up top for Stanford, and he's tossed it back over to Desai. Stanford with it on the left side. Desai sends it right over to Osborne. Osborne observes. Oh, big hit from Cal. And a flag on the play. That'll be some type of roughing coming up. Because Osborne definitely got roughed up right there. Penalty now will be assessed. It's going to be Tyler Chrisman, it looks like, running off to serve the Cal penalty again. His second on the day. First one for offsides this time.
Second penalty, blue, 1-5, conduct, 30, that's blue, 1-5, conduct, 30.
All right, so 2 penalties were assessed right there. First up for the illegal cross check by number 14, Tyler Chrisman, and then for the unsportsmanlike on Cooper Endicott for Cal. Chrisman going to serve a 1-minute penalty for that illegal cross check, and then Endicott just 30 seconds for his unsportsmanlike. But Cal quickly able to get the ball back as they're going to be playing 2 men down right here for the next 15 seconds or so before they drop to just 1 man down. A lot of substitutions coming in right here as the unsportsmanlike penalty has now been served. There's still 30 seconds left on the Cal penalty, and they're just trying to milk it right now. Stanford tries to apply pressure. 15 seconds left on the second penalty. Cal's had the ball for most of this possession, most of this penalty, which is all you can hope for when you're serving a penalty, to milk it out on offense and maybe even keep it even score-wise, if not even maybe get an opportunity for a goal. Teams are all even now. as Luke Dumont comes on and takes the field for the Cal penalty, otherwise being served by Tyler Chrisman. Cal with it in the left corner and back behind the goal. Joe Sensini has it. Stockwell on defense, number 12. Ball rolling around just outside the crease. Stanford tries to pick it up. They've got it. RJ Southward has it. And it is going to stay with Cal. Stanford unable to get possession cleanly. Nice aggressive play in the corner from Stanford. Cal send it back up. Andrew Bagwell, number 11, has it for Cal. Now Dumont, number 5. Bagwell runs right with pressure from number 7, Jack Cohen from Stanford. Dumont turned away by Yazzolino, and Stanford will have it on the right side, though. Yazzolino has it in the corner. And Stanford will pitch it from sideline to sideline, now trying to get it into the attack side, and they've got it. Osborne, number 15, on the right side, sends it back up into the middle. And Stanford will retain possession on the end line. Chiao has it, number 11 for Stanford. Stanford making substitutions on the run right here, get their best attackman in. Jessman still pleading with the officials on the sideline for the appropriate call to go his way. Sai has it, number 2. Sai still has it. Stanford has it behind the goal. Sai has it again on the right side. Dash. Big hit from Cal. It's going to be illegal. And the goal, I believe, was good as well. So it'll be a goal for number 2, Dash Sai. And the illegal hold will be waved off after Dash is able to get the goal in. It'll be Brown and Kassane for another face-off. And Stanford's able to pick up a goal and still 12-4 Cal. Brown gets it from Kassane, runs it up for Cal. Yazzolino gets a save. Ball's rolling around right in front of the crease. Big hit from Cal. Dislodges the ball, and they'll have it still in their attacking side of the field. Jack Curran looking for help for Cal. And Cal's got it up top. As we come up on the 2-minute mark remaining in the first half. Cal's maintained much of the attacking possession of the ball today. There's a shot off the cross, right off the corner of the frame. And Cal will keep it as it rolls off the end line, and they're closer still. Low shot is scooped up by Yazzolino, and Stanford will have it. Nice move right there for Jack Cohen, number 7 for Stanford. And still maintain possession as Stanford looks to get things set up with just about a minute to go. When their shot clock, that is. So about a 22-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And now Cal will look to run out this game, or run out this first half. as they have 70 seconds left on their shot clock, and that is more time than what is remaining left in the game. So they should be having they should be able to have the last possession of the game right here. As Lucas Bear takes it up to midfield for Cal. And it'll settle things down with Jarro. As Jarro again has trouble possessing the ball, it rolls right over to the sideline. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. And again, there's the game clock we're looking at right here. 30 seconds left. Jarro's taking his time. Stanford's pulled back their defense. They're willing to give them the last shot right here in the first half. 20 seconds left. Stanford calls out no shot, no shot. They want the defense right now. Get the ball loose. 10 seconds left. Cal bench is counting it down. Slips and falls. Time's going to run out on this last possession for Cal. One last shot. And that'll be the end of the first half. As Cole Salton shot goes wide for Cal. And it's 12-4 going into the first half. Again, it's been mostly Cal on the offensive side of attack. Stanford's had a lot of trouble possessing the ball for very long, but the times they have, Dash Side's been a standout on the offensive side. Even when not scoring, he's been able to come up to the top and just calm things down for the Stanford offense whenever they're looking to get things under control and into attack. Cal, on the other hand, has been the more aggressive team, led by Isaac Jarro and Lucas Bear up at the top of their attack, throwing the ball back and forth and always being able to do exactly what Ned Webster had told me before the game which was take whatever it was that Stanford would give them in. To this point, they've given them 12 goals. So we'll take a quick halftime break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll get ready to get on to the second half of this big game battle for the Sadler Miller Trophy. We'll be right back.
I actually joined the team in '61 because before '61 there was no team. I was an original gangster. The origin story, as we like to say, started on the lawn of Wilbur Hall. And this would have been 1960, my freshman year. There were a couple of guys on the lawn behind the dorm just flicking a ball back and forth. And I went, oh, really? So I went home and got my stick, and next thing you know, there were 5 guys on the lawn going. And then there were enough guys to have a half-field game. We built a goal and so forth. And then the Johnny Appleseed of Lacrosse came along. A guy named Pete Faulkner, who had a white van full of sticks and gloves and helmets, shoulder pads. If you didn't have a stick, he'd get you a stick. And I got a pair of gloves from him that had no palms, and they were funky, but they worked. And our original helmets were Rydell football helmets with the face masks removed and wire, regular T-shaped lacrosse face masks pop riveted onto them. They looked weird, but they worked.
So my freshman year, I heard there was lacrosse going on, and it had actually been started by a guy named Hal Lockheim. I remember going to a plumbing supply store and buying pipe to make our goals with. I mean, it was pretty basic stuff. It was not a good time. And civil rights, there was a lot of anger and divisiveness. Our politics in the country were awful. You had people like George Wallace fighting to the last breath to stop it, and it was wrong. So there were a lot of things going on. Thank God for lacrosse.
We had a pretty successful program We won a lot more games than we lost, and nobody was turned away. Everybody that came to practice got to play. It turned out to be a pretty positive action with the team. It certainly was a lot of fun for all of us.
Can you remember who were the most impactful players on your team?
There was an offensive player named Rick Valentine.
The team was already in existence for 14 years before I got there. And I was lucky enough to come into a program that was taken over by Sam Sadler. And so it had matured into pretty much a powerhouse in Northern California.
Pete Bajesi, though, he was a legendary coach in so many ways. He had been at Cal for a while, came over to Stanford and coached us for a long period of time there, and eventually retired during my time period there. He had a particular play called Leland where he loved to bring, I think, 4 if not 5 offensive players behind the cage, which I still have yet to see replicated today, but it was highly, highly innovative.
I don't think there are too many other lacrosse programs in the country that have the unique mix of challenges, experiences, and opportunities that come with our program. They're not scholarship athletes. Their academics don't recognize the time they take away to be on the field with us. And so it's up to the player to juggle all of those responsibilities. Schoolwork, friendships, clubs, all of that, and then being an athlete on top of it. It's a really unique mix of demands on our student athletes' time.
So it was an incredible way to be a student athlete, and it really did define my time here at Stanford. First and foremost, it was an amazing way to meet friends, and my teammates are still some of my best buddies today. The WCLL championship in 2013, going to the national tournament in 2013. I am very happy to say in my 4 years here, we never lost a game to Cal, which is, some might say, an even greater accomplishment than those prior two. Honestly, some of the off-season memories, there's no banners to celebrate them, but those are equally as memorable. I think back to Coach Mike Catafo, who went to the Naval Academy. And when I was a freshman year, he was here and he kind of started this turnaround with Coach Burke, and he treated us like we were naval cadets, which at the time was pretty grueling, but looking back on it, I have really fond memories of working hard and being in the gym with him and just learning what it means to go out and earn success. And you know, those memories are really precious as well.
Thank God for lacrosse.
Player to have a major impact on the game, but more taking what Stanford was going to give them today, as they have a very, very well-balanced scoring attack. And right
You guys don't have any eligibility.
All right, fans, that was the face-off to begin the second half. Again, that was Hale Brown securing the face-off for Cal. As we start the second half, Cal leading 12-4. My name is Anthony Scott Knox, and we're back with you for the second half of the big game rivalry matchup between Stanford and the University of California and Berkeley Bears. Cal with the attacking possession of the ball for much of the first half on the way to a 12-4 advantage. Jaro has it with the right side for Cal, and then sends it back up top to Bear. They've been playing a lot of pitch and catch up there at the top. Salton has it on the left side for the Bears. Salton sends it over left, and Yazzolino has the save for Stanford. Difficult part of the Stanford possession right here today has just been getting from the defensive side of the midfield to the attacking side. Cal has their defensive extended, and they do not make it easy, but Stanford gets it across. But not before Jaro gets a little stick tap deflection and dislodges the ball from Stanford, and Cal has it again on the attacking side. Luke Bear's got it. And Salton picks up the harmlessly rolling ball up top, sends it back left to Bear, and then over to Jaro. Jaro takes it against John Churchill of Stanford on defense. And there's another goal for Jaro. Again, Jaro sends it to Bear, Jaro with the assist, Bear with the goal. And for the first time, Cal sends somebody else up for the face-off. This time it's number 14, Tyler Chrisman, going up against Cannon Kassane for Stanford. But the result remains the same, and Cal will run up. Take a quick shot by Jack Curran, and Sutton Yazzolino nets it and sends it back up, going for Stanford. Stanford on the left side sends it across to Osborne. Osborne runs up the left side. And an offside penalty called on Stanford. And again, it'll be another brief possession of the ball before Cal gets it again on their attacking side. As Cal gets set up right here, we had a nice moment at halftime today as two Stanford all-timers were introduced to the people in attendance here for the big game. Greg Hoberg and Rick Valentine were both introduced as 2024 Stanford Men's Lacrosse Hall of Fame inductees as Cal gets another goal. Again, this time Jaro. Strong with it over his right shoulder. If he's able to get a step going to the right and then get a step past you, he's had a lot of success being able to get those goals. That was his fourth on my count. Stanford with a rare face-off victory today. Cannon Kassane able to get it for Stanford, but they're unable to keep it for much longer. Cal loses a glove. Ty Wolber was in for that face-off. And you lose the glove as people were batting at his stick. He may have got a finger smash and runs over to the sideline to get checked out by the Stanford trainer. Stanford calls in the attacking set blue. As Stockwell runs up the left side and sends it back in the middle of the Dash side. Dash throws it over the end line. It'll stay with Stanford. As Steele Billings picks it up off the end line and looks to attack Cal from behind the goal. Billings with another strong shot. This time Cal was the closer, so it'll be Cal ball rolling up with a 14-4 lead with 10 minutes to go in the third. Just over 10, about 10:30. Stanford getting some defensive subs in. Jack Cowan running in, makes an immediate impression on the defensive side. As Stanford is able to get it on their attacking side. Kling needs help. Sideline calling it out. Kling thrown to the ground. Big hit by Cal, but Stanford has possession. Billings with it running down the middle. Billings looking for an angle. It'll be Cal ball. Cal's got it across midfield. Joe Sensini runs to the midfield. And Luke Dumont has it on the left side before sending it up to Andrew Bagwell. Bagwell and Dumont send it back and forth with each other as Dumont probes the right side. Goes back behind the goal now for Cal. Cal back up on the left side now. No, they still got it back behind. Eyes are playing tricks. We got our view blocked here on the sideline by Stanford's bench. It's a little hard to see at times, but Bagwell's got it up top for Cal now. Bagwell runs left with the ball for Cal. Cowan pushes him out. Whoa! Big shot from Nate Fredericks for Cal. Bagwell runs it down into the corner and sends it back up to Fredericks, and he absolutely rips one past Yazzolino and Stanford. And Cal goes up now 15-4. After having his finger smashed last time, Ty Wolberg for Cal is back in. But it'll be a legal procedure against Cal. Against Stanford. It will be Cal ball. Cal tried to get a quick restart, but the referees slowed him down, got everybody back in position. Now Cal will have it on the attacking side of the field. Bear with it in the middle and runs left. Chrisman runs off for Cal. They get their defenseman set up for the next possession. Saltman with it in the middle for Cal. draws two defenders and then passes it over to the right to Fredericks. Fredericks throws it over the end line, and it'll stay with Cal. Big defense from Stanford right here. Big hit back behind the goal from Wes Hicks. Shot goes over the end line, and again will stay with Cal. Turnover from Cal will go back to Stanford. Wes Hicks has it in the corner. Look to run the ball up. Passing it back and forth with a goal keep. Yazzelino to the left side of Ron McJanet. McJanet to the middle. And a turnover again as the ball is passed over the midline. Stanford turns it back over to Cal. And Cal runs right down the middle. And again, that was Luke Baer with another shot and another goal. 16-4 Cal. Again, Stanford's had so much trouble today just being able to get it, that transition from the defensive side to the attack side. And this time, off the turnover, Luke Baer runs it right down the middle and sends it back past Yazzelino again for the 16th Baer goal of the game. Kanikasane still in the middle for Stanford for the faceoffs. Another one lost to Cal this time. Ty Wolber. And then in bringing it down to the corner, the Bears turn it over. Back to Stanford. Stanford gets the ball across midfield, but unable to get possession across midfield. And again, Cal's going to take it from him and run it back up across. Let's get pass and catch right there between defense to attack for Cal. And now Bagwell has it up top. Cal with it on the left side. And now back behind the Cardinal goal. Big fake left and right for Cal, but they'll reset now with 38 seconds left on their shot clock. Cal still got on the end line. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Yazzelino's able to scoop up that Cal shot attempt. But again, Stanford unable to get it into their attacking side of the field before turning it back over to Cal. Cal will keep it again. Another possession. Big stick check. Stanford's able to get the turnover. And trying to keep possession as they make their way again from defense to attack. Here comes that transition that's been so difficult today. This time he'll just run in the cross. Carter Kling. And then Coach Paul Jesselman for Stanford will call a timeout and then hopefully get something set up in attack for their offense. One of the first times they've had it on this side of the field this half, and we are already almost 10 minutes into this third quarter as Stanford calls a timeout down 16-4. All right, after that Stanford timeout, they'll retake the field down 16-4 with 5:23 left now in the third quarter. Gerald Kane would take the ball for Stanford, the senior attacker from Portland, and he'll pass it back to Osborne, freshman from Salt Lake City. And they do turn it over back to Cal. Cal running it up the left side, now into the attack side of the field. And Cal will get things set up again. Sprinting at the field. And Bear takes a errant shot high over the goal, but it'll stay with the Bears. And Salton gets another shot at the goal before Yazzolino and crew stand up to that shot attempt and now have it in the attack side. Dash Sai has a big shot on goal, and it goes off the goalie out of bounds, and it will go back to the Bears. Cal running with it, trying to get it across the field. And then this time they have trouble getting it into the attack side of the field, and it'll be Stanford ball. Aaron Chiao has it, number 11. Nice pass. Nice pass from Chiao into Steele Billings. Sai sends it up top to Churchill. Churchill running left. Denied by the Cal defense. And a over and back violation called against Stanford, and it'll be Cal ball, and they're attacking side the field now. Bear and Jaro walking side by side up there. Fine with just milking a little bit of their 80-second shot clock. Cal with it on the left side. Big shot turned away by Yazzolino, and it'll stay with Cal. Salton with it for the Bears. And then Bear takes another shot. And this time Stanford's closest to the ball, and it'll go back the other way for the Card. Cardinal best set probably rushing across right now before Cal is able to get their pressure set at the midline, which is what they've used all game long to cause those midfield turnovers for Stanford as they're trying to get across in the 20 seconds that they have. They'll run across, stick check, and Cal again able to get the turnover as Stanford unable to successfully get across the midfield line without turning the ball over. Coach Jessamine bringing over Finley Desai on the sideline. Giving him a pat on the back and let him know that he's doing a great job. Finley, a part of the consulting club here at Stanford. So many of these Stanford athletes are involved with many other things besides men's lacrosse. Of course, not alone just to talk about the grueling academics of being a Stanford student, but on this team, they've got many multi-sport athletes in addition to being a Stanford student. Big hit in the middle of the field by number 12, Will Stockwell. Speaking of those two-sport students, that's one of them right there, Will Stockwell, a former outside linebacker for the football team here at Stanford. And he lets Felix Zarro feel it in midfield. Big hit right there on the replay. You just saw it right there. Referees now coming together to make sure that there's no extra to be assessed after that humongous hit at midfield.
White, 12. Unnecessary roughness, contact with the head, 2 minutes, full-time serving. Fouls on white, number 12. Contact with the head, unnecessary roughness, 2 minutes, full-time.
So that is going to be a penalty. 2 minutes. 2 minutes on Will Stockwell for Stanford. Again, humongous hit, but decided as unnecessary roughness, and a 2-minute penalty now going to be assessed on Stanford, and that will carry them over into the fourth quarter. Bad blood starting to brew here as the Bears are up by 12 going into the last quarter. Cal will have the ball now. Cal's got on the left side of the field. And Luke Dumont looking to set things up for the Bears. Sends it in to Nate Fredericks. Dumont again with the ball up top. Sends it in to Fredericks, and Fredericks gets a nice pass off on the give and go. And again, Otis Thor with his second of the day. On that last penalty, because of the gravity of the hit, it will be served in full, and even though Cal gets a goal scored right there, Stanford will remain a man down for another minute and 34 seconds, again carrying into the fourth quarter coming up. Stanford wins that face-off. And they've got it up top. Cal still playing a man up right here. And you'll see them have one person chase the ball at all times and have one person stay back in the fence. They send a little double right here at 15, Mike Osborne. Big hits all around against Stanford. Oh, a lot of extra right here. Osborne, and they're going at it now. Bad blood brewing in the big game. They need to be separated. Both teams needing to be separated on field. And a lot of frustration going on field. And they're still talking. As Cal picks up one of the Stanford sticks and slings it 20 yards down the field. Steele Billings brings over Mike Osborne's stick that had been thrown away by one of the other Cal players. Referee's still trying to figure out on field what exactly the penalty is going to be after that melee. Thanks again for being out here with us this afternoon at Johnson Field. It's the big game, and we've got the Sadler-Miller Trophy on the line. Right now, Cal's been in big control of this game all day long. They're up 17-4 now in the third quarter. They're playing a man up for the remainder of this quarter going into the fourth, and tensions have been going high these last few minutes. First, it was Will Stockwell with a 2-minute major penalty after a big hit against Cal. And now the referees are going to let us know what is going to happen moving forward.
We have point 15, unsportsmanlike conduct is going to be 2 minutes long. We have unsportsmanlike conduct, it's going to be 1 minute long. During the dead ball, we had a goalie foul. It's going to be goalie number 1, conduct, 30 seconds. 30 seconds technical. The 30-second technical is not a time-serving foul. The ball goes back to white. So it's going to be white ball. It's going to be 2 minutes for white, 1 minute for blue. They're going to be full serve. So one's not serving. He's not serving. Yeah, he's not serving. The conduct just reversed them.
All right, so a lot of action going on right there. First up is going to be a 2-minute penalty for number 15 for unsportsmanlike conduct. Another 2 minutes added on top of the 2 minutes they were already served that will be fully served, non-releasable. 47 seconds left on Stockwell's penalty, and now 2 minutes on Osborne. For Cal, will be a 1 minute unsportsmanlike conduct penalty served by Tyler Chrisman. We will see how these teams will move forward now. Referees trying to get a little bit of the control back, issuing multiple penalties for both teams in the last 3 minutes of the game. Not even. It's only been about 1 minute since Stockwell had his first big hit. And since then, another 3.5 minutes left of 3.5 minutes worth of penalties have been issued combined between the two teams. So with just over 15 minutes left to play, we'll see how clean it remains from here on out. Right now, Chiao has the ball for Stanford up top, being pressured by Joel Yamada. You hear the Cal Bears barking at Chiao up here as he looks to probe the Cal defense. Now, Cal's only up 1 man right now. Stanford has a 2-man penalty going on, and Cal has a 1-man penalty. So on the field, it's just a 1-man difference. Cal's got an advantage. Penalties almost about to release for Stanford and for Cal. That's going to be the end of the third quarter now. As a very, very exciting end to end and otherwise very decisively played game. Third quarter comes to an end. Last few minutes, a lot of action. Again, you see up on the clock right now, we still got about 2 minutes and 18 seconds left with Cal being up a man. Cal still has 16 seconds remaining going. Number 14, Kyle Christman's penalty. Stockwell, the former Stanford outside linebacker, still has 18 seconds remaining on his penalty. And Mike Osborne has about 1.5 minutes remaining left on his penalty. Again, this kind of all started here. Now, of course, it's been pretty much a runaway for Cal since the start of the game. They've maintained aggression and dominance on the offensive side on the ball. They haven't even had to play that much defense because Stanford has had so much trouble controlling the ball, not only off of the face-off, but even off of those moments where they're able to get a defensive stop against Cal. They're often unable to successfully transition the ball from their defensive side of the field onto the offensive side of the field. So that being said, Cal's had the ball for the majority of the game, and you can see that they have ended many of those offensive possessions with goals. So now, going into the final quarter now of this Sadler-Miller Trophy game between Stanford and Cal, we will see how attitudes progress. It's been tense here in the big game the last few minutes, but we'll see if cooler heads prevail as the otherwise highly Pridely contested game. Might have been decided on the field a little bit earlier. All right, Stanford will run 4 men onto the field right here. To stand in front is Sutton Yazzolino.
I'm just releasing straight from the box. Okay, then Davis, go on.
So there's 6.
Release, Will, release.
And Stanford gets 1 man back from their penalty. And now Cal runs their penalty back on. And Stanford has about 1 minute left remaining on their penalty, and they are down 1 man. Stanford is playing hard on defense, and they've got the ball in possession. Ryan McJanet runs it up the right side. He's got an angle. Big save from the goalkeeper, Cody Weeb. Stanford will maintain possession over here on their left side of the field. As you see many fans over there on the sideline taking in this big game. Churchill has it up top, sends it over to Finley Desai. And now it is all even. Stanford with it on the right side, back behind the goal. Chiao makes a move right and back left to the middle. Cal keeps the defense tight. Chiao still looking for a spot to get through. Screen set. Big deflection for Cal, and Stanford will keep the ball on the sideline. Churchill has it on the left, being pushed out by the Cal defense. Stanford has it on the right side. No angle right there for Desai. Chiao has it back behind the goal. Weeb has his eyes on Chiao. Chiao looks for help, throws it in the middle, and Cal takes it. The turnover as the ball is still rolling around, but now Cal has it in net. And Davis Lubetsky has it in the backside. And now Yamada throws it up the right side for Cal. Deflection for Stanford, but Cal keeps possession of the attack side now, where we have witnessed much of this game take place from the Cal side of the ball, the Cal side of the attack field. Cal with 50 on the shot clock. It's nice to see that both teams have settled back down and just playing strongly contested lacrosse and got rid of some of the pushing and shoving that we saw towards the end of the third quarter. Jar with it up on the left side for Cal. Salton runs to the middle spot in the driving position. He's got it. Yazzolino saves it. Reset of the shot clock, and Cal's got it again in the corner. Salton with it on the left side, fakes right, goes left, spins back to the right, falls over, gets it to Jaro. Jaro shoots it left. And he'll stay with Cal on the end line. No, it'll go back to Stanford, actually. Stanford with the ball in a new shot clock. Cal continues to put pressure right at midfield. Stanford with it on the right side. Gerald King with the ball in the corner. Gerald King runs it all the way around the goal. Still looking for an angle before Weaves scoops it up and outlets it out. Luke Bear's got it running across midfield. Stanford defenders running in to help. Luke Bear resets. Tosses it up to Bagwell. And Sonsini now takes it. Bagwell and Sonsini playing pitch and catch up at the top. Sonsini runs it in. Tosses it to the X position. Sonsini now with the ball back behind the goal. Stanford defense tight. Big hit. Another big hit from Stanford. Big hit laid this time by Wes Hicks. Stanford with it in attack. Billings has it on the right side. Chiao shoots it and Weeb picks it up. Weeb with the back behind the Bear goal. And Kyle looked to move from the defense to the attack side of the field. Bear fakes it and then runs left. 60 seconds on their shot clock, plenty of time. As time runs out, right at about our halfway mark, Yazzelino scoops it up for the Stanford Cardinal. And the Cardinal again will look to move past midfield. Again, it's been a tough spot for them. They're able to do it right here. Osborne has on the right side, back from serving that unsportsmanlike earlier. And he'll send it back behind the Bear goal. Decide with it. And now the freshman King. Desai runs to the right of the Bear defense. Sends it back behind the goal. Chiao looking for help. Nobody adding any extra pressure from Cal. Stanford running side to side, trying to find an opening. Desai has it. Chow has it. Chow tries to do something his own. Runs left, nothing. Getting pestered by Yamada. And it'll stay with Stanford after that. Billings shot goes wide. Shot clock running out. Stanford counting it down. 2. That'll be a shot clock violation called against Stanford. Cal's got it all the way in their attacking side of the field. (11-18). 18 misses it wide. Thor Owis. The Cal keep it. Cal with it back behind the Cardinal goal. Deflections made. Hits made. And they'll stay with the Bears. Jaro has it up top now for the Bears. Bagwell on the right side, big shot. Saved by Yazzolino. Jaro with another attempt. And another save from Yazzolino. Yazzolino walls up. Bears still got it. Yazzolino still with the wall. Bears coming out of the right corner now with the ball. Bagwell with it up top on the right side. Takes on Desai from Stanford. Big shot by by Bear. And they'll stay with the Bears. It's running it in for California. Salton with it behind the Cardinal net. Zach Hoffman putting the pressure on for Stanford back behind the goal, number 19. Zach Hoffman, a 5-year senior for the Cardinal. After leaving the Stanford campus this coming up spring, going to be looking to take on a job with SpaceX, the next frontier, as Lucas Bear logs his 5th goal for the Bears. Cal taking their time on every offensive possession. This time Luke Bear gets it from back behind the goal, and Andrew Bagwell sends it up. And Bear throws it in. 18-4 now, Cal. Just about 5 minutes to go left in the 4th quarter now. Cal with another face-off win. This time Ty Wolberg controls it. Cal running it around up top. Ooh. He almost dropped a Stanford player, but he dropped the ball in the process, so no harm, no foul. Play on. Cal with it behind the Stanford goal. Bagwell sends it up top to Curran. Bagwell, quick pass back to the center. Curran looking for help. Makes a spin move and throws it right to Yazzolino. It's a nice spin move. He had Stanford on skates right there, but Yazzolino had the net protected. Secures it in his net and sends it upfield. It comes up to help. An extra man to hopefully help get that ball across midfield a little bit easier. Stanford at this time does have it across midfield. 21. Cy Long has it. Billings with it back behind the Bear net. Finley Desai with the number 16 for Stanford. Loses it to Andrew Bagwell, and Bagwell's on the run with Finley and trailing right behind. Finley tosses it in to Charlie O'Keefe for his first goal for Cal this afternoon. Bagwell with the big defense over here against Finley, and then runs it down and able to get the ball over to O'Keefe for the last second for his first goal of the game. And Cal goes up 19-4 now with 3.5 to go in the 4th. Ty Wolberg with another face-off victory for Cal. Stanford with the ball after Wolberg lost his stick and the ball on the play, and it'll be a turnover for Cal. Stanford with it on the attack side. Desai with it up top. No extra pressure right now from Cal, although they start to extend a little bit here. Desai runs to the right, sends the ball back behind the Cal net. Big defense right there from Weeb. Ball out of bounds. And it'll be Cal ball reset. Bagwell's got it at midfield for Cal. And Jack Curran will take it up for Cal. Talking with Coach Ned Webster before the game started, he said that coming in today that the highlight of their season so far had been taking out number 1 Georgia Tech. This afternoon they get to finish their regular season with an 8-4 record as they take out their rivals, or at least on the verge of doing that in about 2.5 minutes, en route to a 7th straight victory in the Sadler Miller Trophy big game rivalry. Cal with on the left side. John Churchill with the defense knocks over the Cal player. Cal still with possession of the ball. Cal taking their time, milking their shot clock. Don't have any eyes on it right here to see exactly how much time is left, but should be coming up pretty soon. And that 3-2-1 was the end of that shot clock. And Yazzolino nets it. The ROTC Cardinal goalie with another save. And now Stanford has the ball up back behind the Bear net. Taden Horst, number 77, with some first action on the day. Stanford now getting some of their substitutes in as this game winds down. The Bears have it again. This should be just about the last possession, about a 2-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Shot clock just a little less time, with just 55 seconds left on the shot clock. 2-second difference. No pressure from the offense or the defense right here. Both teams seem happy to let this one wind down. And Cal not happy with just letting that last clock wind down. If they get another goal, this time as he runs in as a substitute, Cole Salton logs another one for the Bears. There's certainly some leagues out there in the world that would not have that type of goal be scored, as both teams have kind of settled down right there. So hopefully there's no bad blood as we again try to wrap up the last 40 seconds of this game. Now, there was a 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, so I have been on record as saying before, if I'm not going to take a turnover just so the game can run out. If there's more time in the game, there is a shot clock, then I got to take a shot, and Cole Salton came in and he took that shot for Cal. Now Stanford has the ball with 25 seconds to go. Are they happy going home 20-4? Or are they going to try to get one more little respect goal for themselves? And the last goal on the last game at Johnson Field this season. Weeb able to get the save for Cal. 10 seconds left. Now is the moment where you don't score anymore, if at all possible. Cal turns it over. We get the clock stopped one more time before we wrap this big game edition of the Sadler Miller Trophy up. In just a moment, the Bears should be running over to the sideline to claim that 46-year-old trophy for the 7th time in a row against Stanford. Cal runs on the field to congratulate and celebrate themselves. And Stanford runs over to their side to settle on a final 6-7 regular season for the Stanford Cardinal, as the Bears improve to 8-4. As in just a couple of weeks, the finals will be for the WCLL will be going on just down the road at Los Altos High School. Semifinal and final matchup being held on, I believe, the 28th of April. I want to check that for you guys really quick. The 28th of April, the final is going to be going on at Los Altos High School. Los Gatos. Thank you. I get my tongue tied a little bit with those two cities. But yes, Los Gatos High School is going to be hosting the WCLL final. The championship games for Division I going to be played at 3 o'clock. But first up on the undercard at Los Gatos High, the Division II championship game is going to be happening at 12 o'clock. So again, semifinals first up going to be held for Division I on April 27th at 9 a.m., followed by Game 2 at 11:30, and the winners of those games will be going on to face up in the championship game the next day on Sunday, April 28th at 3 o'clock. And for those of you keeping up with the Division II games, the semifinal one will be at 2 o'clock on the 27th and 4:30 on the 27th at Los Gatos High. And again, they will be the undercard for that championship Sunday at 12 o'clock. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this game. It was exciting for not only the action on the field, but the action in between the plays, as again, we did see some unreleasable, unsportsmanlike penalties and hits being delivered by both teams in this rivalry matchup. Again, this rendition of that Sadler Miller Trophy will go to Cal for the 7th straight time. The Stanford Tree will be still looking to put their fingers on that trophy at some time in the near future. But for Ruston Advantage Sports, that's going to be all we wrote. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon for the live stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. Congratulations again to Greg Hoberg and Rick Valentine, the 2024 Stanford Men's Lacrosse Hall of Fame inductees. And congratulations to both teams on finishing up their regular season this afternoon. Thank you so much, friends and family, for joining us this afternoon. My name is Anthony Scott Knox. We really appreciate you tuning in with us. I hope you all are having a great Saturday. Stay safe, stay dry. And as always, go sports.